So far our artist in focus for this project has been Sean Tam, and he links to the book The Rules of Summer, which you have been exploring. But let's have a look at this image here. What can we see in the image? Well, first of all, I can notice some different buildings and some trees, and it looks like it's got a night sky, and similar to yours where you've made your gradient sky, it goes from dark to low and you can see the moon in the background. But what stands out the most to me is this huge image of an animal. Look how big the bird's head is compared to the windows in the building. So he's played around with scale again. So if you was a person in the window there and you were looking out, this bird is going to be huge. So this image is going to be our inspiration image. So far we have made all of our lovely oil pastels and chalk buildings, and we should have a bit of a selection now. And it doesn't matter if some are bigger than others. So that was our first part. We also have made our gradient skies. So referring back to this image here, we've got our buildings and we've got our skies, and we are going to investigate and explore further and choose an animal. So have a look at the selection of animals. You should have a pack full of all different images. What do you think these animals could represent? Like when you think about a particular animal, some, like a lion, could be quite strong, full of courage, very brave. Whereas a rabbit, it might be familiar to you because you have a pet rabbit and it links into your home life. It's quite relaxing and calm. So we're going to choose an animal that represents your mood leaving lockdown. The animal represents freedom as such, because we are now all back to school and we are slowly getting back to a new normal. I've got different stencils as well, and once we've chosen our animal, we are going to create an animal relief. Okay, so let's move our inspiration image just at the top here. So we should have a couple of successful marbling prints, and the colours that you've chosen are going to link into the animal that you choose. So I have thought about my animal. So the animal I've chosen is a penguin. So a penguin normally is quite isolated. They live in a cold environment, and throughout lockdown it was a strange experience. So I've come from being in isolation to moving out and being determined so you can reach your goals and find my new normal. And moving my penguin to one side. Out of my two different marbling experiments, I am going to choose the green and black. So go back to your colour wheels and the lesson where we explored different emotions linking to colour. I remember the colour green represents the colour of growth. So now we've moved out of lockdown, hoping to achieve more, hoping to help others and to grow as a person. It's also quite a restful and secure colour. It gives you that feeling. Linked into black, black is quite a mysterious colour. It can be positive and negative. We don't know what the future holds, so it's quite mysterious. So after choosing our animal, we have to carefully cut it out. And again, There is some templates already made up, or you can get your teacher or your adult to help you. So once we've got our penguin, we need to start to make our animal relief, and we are going to use our template and put it onto our marbling paper. So very carefully, we need to find whereabouts we would like to trace around our objects. I'm going to try and get as much of the pattern in as possible. So I'm going to put the penguin in an obscure position, and using my pencil I am going to go around the edges. So with one of my hands I've got it flat on the paper to help me go around the edges, and I am using my pencil to trace and make the penguin outline on my marbling paper. So we need to concentrate and spend a little bit of time accurately making sure we're getting every single part. And when you get to the edge, you can turn it around without moving your actual penguin. Place your hand back down to secure. And then move it round. And your lines have to meet. So when we take that layer off, you should, so zoom in, have your pencil outline. And we are going to cut out our outline very neatly. So again, you might get your adult to help you with the lines. And as you are cutting out your animal, you can start to see it taking shape, and the lovely pattern forms the background. I'm just now going to cut out the other half, keeping to my lines. So after cutting out really carefully, we end up with our stencil of our animal onto our marbling paper.